Before I start, I would just like to say that this is my first visit to the Kooyaruk Gurdwara, and thank you so much for having me. It's a beautiful place, and I must say the musicians did a wonderful job. I couldn't believe it. I felt very relaxed, and it was just absolutely beautiful. And I must say there was a young man in the front row that I think is an upcoming musician if he's not already, and he kept to that beat the whole time. So well done. Firstly, I would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we meet, the Bunurong people of the Kulin Nation, and pay my respects to elders past, present, and emerging. I would also like to acknowledge the cultural and faith leaders here today, in particular, the spiritual head of the Namdari community, His Holiness, Satguru Uday Singh, the Honourable Jason Wood, Federal Member for the Sahib, Dr. Shishil Kumar, Consul General of India, and distinguished guests. But most importantly, I would like to thank you all for having me here today to celebrate this significant occasion with you this afternoon and to acknowledge the efforts of all your volunteers who make these events happen. It is an honour to celebrate Vaisakhi with you all, knowing that millions of others around the world are also rejoicing in this ancient spring festival. Your joy at this time is infectious, and it implies a time of peace and prosperity for all. My personal understanding of Vaisakhi is that it commemorates significant cultural beliefs and customs that still ring true today. In fact, they remain more relevant than ever in our contemporary world. Traditionally, it was a time to stand up for religious freedom. It was a time when all Sikhs were urged to not only stand up for their own freedom or beliefs, but the freedom of others. This symbolic declaration that every religion is respected still rings true today. And this has emerged a willingness to support a more inclusive future for all. And though some prejudice exists in some parts of our community, this spirit of equality has enabled the Sikh community to strengthen relationships within their faith with others. Your spirit of Vaisakhi, your culture of appreciation and gratitude, and the Sikh sincere belief of equality across all humanity is well noted and recognised in Victoria. Whenever a community is in need, you are there, and I sincerely thank you. As a representative of our local community in the Victorian State Government, I want you to know that your presence and your contributions are greatly appreciated. Cultural diversity is one of the greatest assets we have here locally in Victoria and more locally here in the Pekenham districts and surrounds. Special occasions like today give us opportunity to recognise, respect, and value how the breadth of our beliefs and experiences can be shared in sincere celebration. Thank you again for your warm welcome and the privilege of sharing this special event with you all. Happy Vaisakhi.